We're living like Larry. We're flying high, but not too high, because we're living like Larry.
Boom, boom.
And it has been another, 8 months since the last episode. We really need to get on the ball here, guys. Episode 4, Season 4, the good old 4-4. What is the topic of discussion today, Mr. Mark?
Recent news findings have reported that there's been a rise of misogyny and kind of radical rightism in students in schools nowadays that teachers are struggling to combat. Is this a positive? Is this a negative? And regardless, how should the teachers combat it? Because I think teachers have to challenge their students regardless of what their thoughts are.
Well,
Would you agree, EJ?
Well, first, I'd like to apologize. Most of that was on me. Second, I feel like right-wing extremism in our students is only a net positive for the country moving forward. I mean, if you have any common sense, that's my take on that.
Not a fucking idiot.
Okay, and what makes him an idiot there, Seth?
Being an idiot makes you an idiot.
Thank you. So, Sam, would you agree that it's a net positive regardless of the circumstances when the students are like this?
Well, first off, Mark, I gotta say, I really love the way that you sound like a Fox News, debate moderator here. Just throwing it around. You're like, okay, I got Rand Paul over here. I'm just really making sure.
I am going to send them this tape. Yes,
but yeah. So, fun fact: when I graduated from grad school, I actually put expert misogynist on my resume.
Oh, and would you say that was a net positive for you as a person?
I mean, I got hired, so yeah, absolutely. And I feel like misogyny is being more and more accepted in today's society. And I feel like we're at a point where we really need to make misogyny the norm, rather than talking around it, pretending it doesn't exist. Like, dude, just fucking go for it. Just that's the way life should be.
And do you worry that by making it mainstream, you actually cheapen what it stands for? Kind of like taking punk rock and putting it in front of everybody. It no longer is what it originated as, and people will lose faith in it.
Oh man, kind of like how Peeps has like too much shit going on now. Like how I don't really want Dr. Pepper Peeps,
There, I did not know. Please, what type of Peeps are there now?
No, dude, no, that's a real thing. They made a Dr. Pepper flavored Peeps, but
I feel like people survived solely after their Easter
What was
profits.
What was the original question?
Guys, the money from the Peeps promotion hasn't come in yet, so let's stop. Shilling
Okay, the original question revolved around, by making misogyny the norm, do you worry that it'll undercut it? I think a lot of the draw of misogyny is that everybody's against them. If that's no longer the case, you might lose your base.
So are you referring to like what are you referring to that? When you think of are you thinking of like people on X.com? For example, who are
I'm thinking solely of TikTok. That's my only source of news.
Oh, are you on TikTok?
I'm not, but I would say indirectly I am. I get my TikToks from other people.
Okay. What's your at?
He just said he gets it from other people.
So, my at is at other people sending me TikToks.
Very specific.
Yeah. Let me just look this up real quick. I want to see like what sort of what sort of TikTok dances you're getting up doing all that.
Hold it up. Let me know if it's still up. They might have banned me. I'm pretty controversial.
Because of all the misogyny. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Purely commentary misogyny, but yeah. So
all this laughter isn't very professional.
Sorry.
There's nothing more funny than the patriarchy. Am I right?
No, misogyny is very serious business.
So then, do you think in let's give it 15 years, when these misogynists are running the classrooms trying to do what you've just suggested, that the new wave of students will actually be woke?
Well, okay, wait. First off,
Oh.
I am assuming personally that these misogynists are men, and you just said they're running the classrooms.
That's sexist. You
and that's kind of a woman's job. So now I'm a little bit confused.
Won't be allowed to have jobs. They have to stay at home.
At that point, women will be redundant?
Now that's a society I could live in.
Oh.
So can we just elaborate a bit, Seth, on exactly is this a thing we should jump to right away, or do we need to ease everybody into this kind of society?
Why wait?
Okay.
Good question.
15 years is a long
Let's go
time,
right now.
man.
It is. How do you think, because there'll be a lot of pushback on this, do you have any plan to kind of navigate that, or just power through, right? No regard?
We'll just any sort of accusations, we'll just deny them.
Okay.
But wait, no, wouldn't you want to embrace them if we're embracing misogyny as the cultural norm? Like you wouldn't want to deflect at that point. You would want to be like, fuck yeah, fuck women.
Yeah, this feels like an underhanded method of trying to get it into the mainstream versus actually having it be accepted and adopted. Any
I feel like
comment on that?
adoption should never be something that's consensual, to be honest with you. So I
It's
kind of
not.
have to get behind what Seth's saying
Well,
here.
kids can't get consent anyway. I mean, so that makes sense.
No,
Whoa,
but the
who said
adoption
we're
agency
adopting
can,
kids?
and I'm against that.
I don't want to adopt a fucking kid. Give me a full-grown
Not
adult,
you.
man.
Not you, the women.
We're metaphorically adopting the kids. Are you still against it?
So it sounds like
if
we, the
misogyny is a
men, are
kid,
metaphorically adopting, and the women, the theys, are physically adopting. If I'm hearing you correctly.
You are. I would love to know what the men are physically doing and the women are metaphorically doing, though, just to get the kind of reverse of that.
I don't think we can go into that much detail. I mean, that's going to push us past our age limit here on the platform.
Okay, I can say I can't speak for all men, but I personally am jacking off.
Like right now?
No, when this happens,
Oh.
this whole scenario Mark's playing out. And I wouldn't want to force all men to have to do that. You know, if I personally want to, yeah, absolutely. But like if EJ is like, no, I just jacked off 5 minutes ago,
No, I
not
can go
feeling it,
again. No,
that's totally fine.
5 minutes is enough. I can do
So
it.
we're
Hey,
against
you were a bad example.
government-mandated
I know
masturbation.
you're always.
Do you have a high refractory
that-
period there, Sam? Is that what I'm hearing?
What?
A high refractory period?
Refractory. I think I personally do. Yeah. No, I can't. I can't get back into it right away.
That's okay. I'm patient.
Do you think that this push in the classrooms
Oh yeah, the
solely by
classrooms.
women will increase the refractory period of the next generation?
The push back or the push
EJ?
in?
No. This new wave of misogyny, because I believe that's what's going to ultimately come of this. Do you think
that's
that will
gonna
increase
lower.
or decrease the refractory period? It's
It's
going
going
to
to
lower
decrease.
it.
Yeah, because
Well,
I mean, when women are in a position of command
That's tough.
over you, that's emasculating. And when you're emasculated, it's
Yeah.
just harder to get in the mood. You know, when everyone's in their place, when everything is as it should be, as God intended, that's when it's the easiest to get hard again. I'm just putting it out there. An erection is your
So-
body reacting to the world and saying, "This is right."
Yeah,
This is
I
good."
think I can jump off of this, EJ, because I think, personally, if we're going to this format where only women are teaching, I don't want to send my son to be taught by a woman.
Exactly.
So, yeah. I think that really redefines the purpose of a school at that point.
So,
just
Seth,
brainwashing
could you
at that
perhaps
point.
give us some middle ground here on how to both make sure only women are in the jobs of teaching, but not giving them power over the students?
Good answer. That was a great answer.
I don't think
Okay.
women should be teaching.
Oh, that was the answer. Okay.
Oh, can you elaborate? Is that men should be teaching or that no one should be teaching?
I don't. Why do we need education? I don't
So
think
would
anybody
you
should.
The
argue
women
that-
have to do something.
But yeah, they stay home and cook and clean.
And have more children.
Wow.
Okay.
Naturally.
Wow.
Well, no, hey, he might be onto something there.
Now,
Yeah.
would staying at
Forgive the
home
hesitation.
and cooking and cleaning, I mean, that sounds pretty close to a job to me.
No, they don't get paid for it.
Yeah, but it's still like they actually have
But
like,
they feel
a
like they're doing a
task.
job.
Something that a human would be expected to do. I'm not comfortable with that. I'm thinking more livestock-ish. You know,
Right.
you don't see
I'm
the
just-
livestock cleaning. They just give birth and you fuck them.
Terrible. I
You see what
hate
I'm
this.
saying? This is going too far for your sensibilities, Seth.
This episode sucks.
Yeah, I gotta defer to Mark on this one.
Yeah, I'm terribly sorry for the hesitation here. That's on me as a moderator. To kind of elaborate on this, it sounds like you're into livestock. Is that what I'm getting from you here, EJ?
No, that's just an age-old tradition. Fucking your livestock. That's not.
Oh, so
You're
you do
not
it purely
into the
out of-
livestock.
You do it because it's a tradition then.
Exactly. I don't masturbate because I love myself. I masturbate because it's an obligatory thing. In the same way,
And do you think that your worldviews might be what's causing this?
No, I think you're a sociopath if you masturbate because you love yourself. What kind of fucking? No, you're like the opposite of a sociopath at that point. You're like a goddamn narcissistic monster. I mean, who jerks
I believe
off
the
to
opposite of a
themselves?
sociopath is an empath.
Wait,
but yes.
so if I'm bringing this full circle, what
Did
I'm
you
hearing is
just
that
correct me?
if you truly
How dare
want
you?
a male dominated society, you need to be fucking your livestock.
Yes, because fucking
It
is a
starts at home.
masculine trait, and so
What-
only
now-
only once everything's been fucked will you have conquered. You see, I mean, it's pretty fucking logical.
To conquer, I'm hearing here then, is you need to go fuck other people's livestock also.
I mean, if you want jurisdiction over them, but I'm not that greedy. I'm happy to have my little slice of
Is
heaven
it kind of like
here.
Clash of Clans, where then you just absorb that into your?
Exactly. That's how it
Yeah,
works with the
okay.
wives. That's how it works with the livestock. You see, once you claim that territory, that's yours again.
Okay.
So would you say that the views of the three of you really reflect on the failures or the successes of the current state of the education system that you have managed to get as far as you have?
I haven't gotten very far, so
I haven't gone very far.
So failure or success?
for the education system or for us,
Yes, for the education system.
the education system in this country should be abolished. So it's a failure.
Okay, we've got some consensus there with Seth, I believe. Is that correct, Seth?
Right to me, yeah.
Okay, Sam, what are your thoughts on abolishing the education system?
I mean, if it makes sure that women can't get educations, yeah. I mean, I there would be negatives here for sure, but in the grand scheme of things,
What negatives?
it
I don't see
seems
any.
like it has to be done.
It just
Can
lacks.
you elaborate on the
vision.
negatives?
You know, I do feel like at certain point, our men also might need some education, but until we try it, we'll never really know.
Why? They're already smarter.
Yeah, men are intrinsically smart, from what I've heard.
From what you've heard, so would you say somebody educated you on this matter?
No, I took that information.
Well, I heard it from Joe Rogan, so that's a man, and you know.
Oh,
Is he
I
though?
see. I have seen his penis.
Sorry,
so-
that's another podcast worth of debate.
Wait, no, you got a point there. I have never physically seen for myself
I have. Take my word
proof
for
that
it.
he is a man.
As we know on this podcast, to have a penis makes you a man. So if that's the standard, then yes, he is a man.
But I haven't seen Joe Rogan's penis.
I have on the island. Throwback, I know.
Oh,
but-
Oh, that was
Well,
8 months
that
ago. I don't
is-
remember that.
No, that was even longer, man. That was. Ooh,
Oh, was it? Forgive
Like-
me.
12 months ago or something like that.
yeah,
Jeez.
that was,
yeah,
that was
but I
quite a
don't want
while.
to operate on faith alone. So like until I personally see it, I can't confirm.
Well, I'll
this.
tell you what. Let me come over there and fuck your livestock, and then you don't have to be operating on faith because I own you. How about that?
Okay, so like we'll have a bit of a barter here, where you fuck my
It's
livestock,
not a barter,
and
man.
then
You're
show
gonna
me a
wake up.
picture of Joe Rogan's cock, and then
You're gonna
and then
wake
we're
up,
even.
and your livestock will have been fucked. That's how this is gonna go.
So if I
Okay.
could kind of wrap up everybody's stances here, we've essentially come to the conclusion that while it might be negative potentially, the education system should be abolished, should only be run by women before it's abolished, and that the misogyny that is inherent in the system is a necessity to society. Is that correct?
I would like to make one correction here. You
Forgetting
said that
Go
the
ahead.
women.
we talked about.
You said the women should be running it before it's abolished. I think we said
Yes.
that the women shouldn't be running anything, and that it should be
Correct.
abolished.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
okay.
where we
well,
got to eventually.
I think
like
this all
this.
is a very good indicator of the American education system and the products it's currently outputting. So please take this information as you will to the polls next time you vote.
All right. Yeah.
No, we
I
won't
think-
need to vote.
That's a good point. that really sums it all up. I think this worldview has been cemented here, and yeah.